from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is strong. We're the best.
Welcome back, and of course, yes, the big games on this afternoon. But before we talk about those and interview our special guest, is Dale's under 18 segment. Good morning, Dale.
Yeah, good, and thanks, Dick.
Again.
Yes, we're back once again. It's always good to have a bit of news on these young kids coming through, because obviously they're going to be the future of what's happening in years to come. But out at Thompson, Inverleigh beat Thompson 16-13, 109 to 2-3-15. And goal kickers for Inverleigh, Perrott with 4, Tarbert 3 and Dunstan 2. Better players out there, Brown, Perrott and Tarbert. For the Thompson side, Gardner and Norton, their goal kickers. Bowman, Brown and Darragh were their better players. Corio and East Geelong played each other, and there's a bit of footage there from the game from the weekend. Corio far too good, 17-11, 113 to defeat East Geelong 5-5-35. Wright and Taylor both got 6 goals, so good work from the two key forwards up there. Smith with 3. Better players there, McConaughey, Risley and Short. Out at East Geelong, Thompson kicked 3, Picone and Lovett were their other 2 goal kickers. Better players, Lovett, Cameron and Templeton. Duck Pond's pretty hard up there, but actually they were out at Winchelsea, I think they were there this week. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I've written around the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Werribee 24-18, 162, so 42 shots at goal. A pretty big day out there. Defeated Winchelsea 4-3, 27. Alcacia with 5, Boyd 4, Gogan and Wilson got 3. And the better players there, Wilson, Hicks and Briggs. For the Winchelsea side, Sawney, and that's T. Sawney, Holmes, R. Sawney and McKernan all kicked a goal each. Better players there, Kitchen, R. Sawney and Kelly. Final game saw North Geelong, who remain undefeated, 15-12, 102 to defeat Bannockburn 9-14, 68. Miller kicked 8 at full forward, and he's a bit of a talent, Dick. In years to come, he'll be one of those kids that can actually play senior footy if he goes on. But a good size, good kick, and pretty reliable so far. Now I think he's got a few goals for the year. Podner got 3 back from the senior side, and Sumo kicked 2. Sumo. They call him He-Man out there, and he played all right too, by Jeez. Better players there, Phillips, Doak and Podner. For the Bannockburn side, Thulis and Gibbs with their 2 major goal kickers. Better players, Warple, Thulis and Dillon. So that this stage leaves 3 sides undefeated. If we're looking through the ladder here with Inverleigh, North Geelong and Werribee all undefeated. Then the Belmont Lions and Bannockburn make up the top 5. So at this stage, those top 5 are probably a little bit away from everyone else, but Corio not too far behind. So it looks like an interesting season. The under-18s once again, Dick.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, Dales will be back again next Saturday morning with the under-18 segment. And of course, on your screen there, you saw some highlights from the East Geelong Corio under-18s game. So keep your eyes on those as well. As I said in the first segment, we've got a very special guest on the show this morning, and he is the chairman of the Geelong Football Umpires League, Brendan Beveridge. Good morning again, Brendan.
Morning again to you, Dick.
Now, a lot of people out there may not know the Brendan Beveridge story, mate, so you've got a minute or so to tell us, where did you start in footy? Did you play footy? Did you go straight into umpiring, or what was your umpiring career, and how long have you been at the top of the Football Umpires League?
I finished playing footy in the under-18s a long time ago. Yep. I went off to night school, so I dropped out of things. I'd always had a bit of an interest in umpiring.
Who did you play for in the footy?
I was up in Melbourne, out East Preston way.
Yep.
In fact, captain. But we had 1 win for the season.
Did you like umpires, Brendan? Did you like them?
I always had an interest in it, and I, in fact, went to my very first umpiring course at the old VFL house in 1967.
Straight.
Did a little bit off and on, but got into work, family, night school, many years, and then a few years in Hong Kong working, and came back here, and one of my sons got involved and told me that they were short, so an opportunity to have some time with him. He's moved on, his brother's moved on, and I'm still there. Yep. Been there since only 96.
So you've always been a field umpire. That's basically
field
your
umpire.
Expertise there. And what was probably the biggest game you've ever umpired? Did you actually get, apart from country footy, did you get any do VFA or?
Oh no, I've just been Geelong football,
footy,
local footy. Been, the last 15, 16 years.
Yep.
Last Saturday felt as though it was the biggest game there for a while.
Yep.
Belmont Lions and Anarchy, great game.
You're still running around the paddock?
Too right I am.
You are? That is unbelievable. Can I ask how old you are, Brendan?
61 in a couple of days.
That is absolutely sensational that you're out there running around doing that job, mate, because I tell you what, you run, how many kilometres would a field umpire run these days?
Field umpires, we've done a lot of GPS tracking, 14, 15K.
GPS tracking? What's going on out there?
We've got to keep up. We've got to understand what's happening. We're putting time into understanding what's happening with the field umpires and especially boundaries, because the boundaries do a hell of a lot of work.
Does it make it a lot easier, the fact that you've got more than one umpire now, like in your day when you first started, one field umpire, one man in control?
You can do a better job.
Yep.
The game has got so much faster. There's so many rotations with the players.
Yep.
There's no way that we could keep up if it was one or even two umpires, and especially get into position. It's about getting into the right position.
Yep.
And the coaches and the captains want us to be in the right position, particularly in those end zone contests.
Yep.
That's critical.
Brendan, in the reserve footy, we get a lot of past players doing the umpiring for their respective clubs. Why can't we get enough of these blokes to come through and be umpires in their own right at senior level?
Great question. We asked the same.
Well done, Smitty.
We asked the same question, Dale. We'd love them to come through. This year we're hoping that we might be able to start reappointing the twos, but we're still struggling there. There's still this perception of players coming into umpiring. The ones that do come across, either during their career or after their career, love it.
They could be a bit like Brian Coughlin. He umpires cricket and he loves it because he gets paid and it pays for his entertainment. But I'm sure some of these players could also make, you know, I'm not saying they're well paid, but I'm just saying there's an opportunity for them if they can get there and do these senior games to make a few dollars for the.
Well, we'll make a few dollars.
Stay involved in a game that they really love.
Make a few dollars, but still be involved in the game.
Yep.
Have another stage of their career. You can't get closer to the game other than if you're actually playing it.
I know I spoke to Scratcher Ryan the other day.
I've got red hair.
And he actually said that he copped a fair bit of abuse from his own players during the thing. Now, I know you blokes do, and sometimes I must admit, I give you a fair serve when I think it's due, and I'll do that to players and everyone else.
Mate, we turn on our own with
That's
that.
what he said. That's what he said, and that's one of the reasons he actually gave it away, and he's not doing it. But you've got the great man Habib out there now doing it, so it's interesting. But as I said, that's my biggest thing. I just see that, like in the old time, Les Campbell was one bloke that actually played footy and went on to coaching, and he was one bloke that sort of had a fair bit of respect for when I was still playing the game. So, you know, I just thought.
I think there's a couple of great stories out there at the moment, and Habib is one.
Yep.
And Bissett out at Anarchy.
Yep.
They're seeing a different side of the game, and from what I understand, they're starting to enjoy it.
Brendan, thanks very much for coming in. We could talk to you all morning. Actually, it was quite an interesting interview with you there. Now, I know you're always short of umpires, particularly boundaries and goal umpires, and it's great to see young kids getting out there. But I'm sure if they would get on the website and find out what your number is, get in the phone book and come out and give you guys a talk, and he'd love to pick these kids up.
Absolutely, we've got roles for them.
Absolutely fantastic, and even big blokes like me as goal umpires. Used to be good in a white coat.
Can you go sideways?
Thank you.
Oh, seriously? I'm not talking about a crab.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about footy on this afternoon. And it's Pink Day in GDFL footy today when we pay tribute to the Pink Ribbon Foundation and breast cancer. So we'll come back and have a talk about that as well. Back after this.
Let's get into it all until the final side.